Alright, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Tony. I'm doing golf with your friends with my sister, and we are doing just like talking about stuff from our childhood. We were going to play Untitled Goose Game, but we cannot for the life of us figure out how to play that game remotely. So if anybody knows, please tell us, because it does not work for us. It always tells us that it can't be, or that the host computer can't be reached, or I don't know, whatever. It doesn't work and we're mad. So we're just going to keep playing golf until we can figure out what else we can play together remotely. So anyway, I'm going to unmute and say hello to my sister. Okay, hello?
Hello.
Hello, I was complaining about how we can't find another game to play remotely.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. It almost worked, but there's just like something that we're missing, a step or something.
Yeah, some sort of step, and it's super annoying. So I know that we're not talking about like childhood memories or anything today, but do you know what occurred to me today? Because it is Memorial Day, for people listening. We are recording on Memorial Day. So this morning, Luke and I got up and we went to the Memorial Day parade, like we have every single year, practically of his life, I think.
Oh yeah.
And we always meet Brenda and Scott there with their kids, because Scott is a CB, so you know sometimes he's in his uniform, sometimes he's not, but he's always at the parade, and that's one of Lucas's like favorite things. Like that is how we spend Memorial Day every year. That's just what we do. And it was funny to me because I was thinking about how it's like, because we saw Zakaya there too. I didn't see Lil anywhere, but she might have been with her friends, or she might have just been at home.
Right.
But I was thinking about how it's funny that I don't think Tyler has ever been to that parade. Maybe once or twice, like when he was a Cub Scout, if he was in it. But he always goes camping with Tracy.
Oh yeah.
So it's funny to me that like Lucas has this like childhood memory where we always go to this parade. That's just what we do for Memorial Day. It's one of his favorite things to do. Like he looks forward to it every single year. And it's funny to think that Tyler does not have that same memory at all. Like that is not something that he does at all.
Nope, he's got a totally different
isn't that
tradition?
Yeah, isn't that strange to think about? Okay, this is where I go. Lucas, can you please turn down your game?
Yeah, it is. It is weird.
I know, it's so funny to think about. But anyway, so today's subject is dating and relationships. That is what we were talking about today.
Yes.
And I actually had like a specific reason that I wanted to talk about this, but you can, obviously say whatever you want about whatever you want. But my whole thing, I love that we have Collision on. Sometimes it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, you actually pushed me to where I needed to be in the last round.
Yeah, you pushed me to where I needed to be just now.
Perfect.
One thing, for those of you listening that don't already know, which I think most people listening are related to us, so they probably know, but I just got divorced. And in when I first went and filed for divorce and got my PPO and all the stuff that I did, my lawyer, I was gonna say requested, but it was more like demanded, that I block my ex-husband and all of his family. I had to delete even family members of his that I really liked. I had to delete because somebody was giving him information about me, and because of the PPO, my lawyer didn't want that. So anyway, I had to delete block him, and I had to delete everybody associated with him, and blah blah blah. Well, when I first because my plan was to change myself to single on Facebook, and then afterwards, just to unlink us, because obviously we're listed as married on Facebook, just to unlink us from each other. And then I was going to then change it back to married because, first of all, because I was still married until my divorce was legal, but also because I plan to stay married on Facebook forever, just so that it's not showing me as not married, because I don't want people to want me to date them.
Because you don't want the dating.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing that blew my mind, and I did not ever know this because I have literally been married the entirety of Facebook existing, or at least me being on Facebook. Facebook, when you put yourself as single, it tries to sign you up automatically for something called Facebook dating. That is apparently just like a dating site for Facebook. And it did not give me, like, I tried to opt out of it. Nope, it just straight up wouldn't let me. Supposedly you're supposed to be able to opt out of it, but when I tried, it was just like, nah, you look like somebody who probably needs to date.
Facebook is a dating app now, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And they were like, nope, sorry, if you are single, you have to date on Facebook. Hate to break it to you. And so I literally am forever going to be married on Facebook because of that, because I have absolutely zero interest in dating, and especially dating on Facebook.
You know, you could always change it to, like, just in a relationship where it's complicated.
No, I don't want to do that, because then I'm going to get, like, questions about that. Because Bob already constantly asks the kids who my boyfriend is and all these things like that. And even though I have him blocked on Facebook, that doesn't mean that somebody he knows isn't going to see it and say something to him.
Right. She changed your status to in a relationship.
That would be so, yeah, exactly. It would be so annoying for my children, because even though he can't contact me, he has to see them twice a month. So
yeah.
I don't want to do that to them. Plus, I have my relationship status completely hidden anyway. I only have it set as married so that, God, I did bad on that one. So Facebook leaves me alone about dating.
Right.
But another thing about, like, being newly single on Facebook is there are, of course, some people who are aware of the fact that I just got divorced. You know, typically people that I know, but, you know, there's some people that, you know, yeah, you know what I'm about to talk about.
Yeah.
There was this dude that started messaging me, pretending like he didn't know that I was single, but of course he did, and then was like trying to convince me to date him. And when I told him I wasn't interested in dating, threw a temper tantrum and said, "That's not fair. When are you going to be ready?" Well, never for you.
Right?
So,
you know, a girl's biggest turn on is when somebody throws a temper tantrum and
yeah, says that they're not
acts
interested.
like they're entitled to date them.
Yeah, exactly. And this was before my divorce was even final, might I add.
Who even says that once I am, if I ever am ready to date, it's gonna be you? Like,
right, exactly. Like, I am sorry, but no.
That reminds me of something that I'll talk about. But
yeah, well, you can go ahead, because I just wanted to tell that story because I think it's very, very funny still that he genuinely, like, thought that telling me it's not fair was gonna do something.
I know, right?
Like, oh, it's not fair? In that case, let's go out right now.
Oh, I just got a hole-in-one.
Jealous?
Yeah, well, like, that reminds me of, I had this friend, you might know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to name his name, obviously.
Right.
Who I was friends with for a long time. He was one of my best friends. And he always had a thing for me, and for, like, a small amount of time, I kind of had a thing for him, too. But when I started dating Jay, he would message Jay, like, just things about, like, treating me good and how it was supposed to be him and all this stuff. And I was like, who says it was supposed to be you? Like,
right?
What put that in your mind? I didn't say it was supposed to be you. Like, well, how come I don't get a say in this opinion?
Yeah, exactly.
It was just so gross. Like, okay, because we're friends, that means we were meant to fall in love. You've watched way too many rom-coms, buddy. Like, that's not how it works.
Exactly. Yeah,
I hate that mindset of, like, I'm into you, so I am going to date you.
Yeah, exactly. So therefore you owe it to me to date me. And, like,
so gross.
I genuinely do not have any plans to date again.
Yeah.
Definitely not for a very long time, but especially not right now.
Yeah.
And the thing that gets me is, like, nowadays, it is very hard, especially in the town that I live in. Now, in the rest of the world, it's probably easier. But in the town that I live in, it is going to be, or would be, very difficult for me to find anyone who doesn't suck.
So true. It's very true.
So, dating...
If they don't suck, then they probably are like family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're probably like family, exactly. Or, one of my friends is already dating them, or.
Yeah. Oh no.
But
Yeah,
it's very slim pickings in this town, and I cannot think of a single person that I know who is single that I would even consider dating at this current moment.
I know, right?
So,
Yeah, even the ones that are like friends that are like nice people,
mm-hmm.
you're still like, no, like you're still not my type. Like,
well, even if they were my type, they're probably either racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic. And I'm not allowing that in my life. I'm sorry.
Not again.
Yeah, exactly. I did that.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really hard in a small little hick town for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, some women are okay with that, so they have those options, but
right. But I am not.
Yeah.
That's just. And on top of that, I'm not bringing people into my kids' lives. Like, my kids have been through enough with their own father. I'm not bringing them. I'm not bringing other people around that they have to deal with. Like, no, that's not fair to them. They can just have their mother and they will be just fine.
Yeah.
This level really hates you.
It really does. I'm like terrible at a lot of these levels. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot. I have to move the side on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so anyway,
my head is twitching so bad today.
I don't. Okay, so I don't have like a ton of experience with dating.
Mm-hmm.
Because like.
Yeah, because you met Jade pretty young.
Yeah. Well, and like, I let's see. The first person I ever called my boyfriend was in kindergarten, but we held hands once, and he picked me a flower. That was that was my first venture into dating, I suppose. But I'm not gonna get this. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this whole. And then I remember my best friend in 4th grade. I had a crush on him. But then he passed me a note asking me to be his girlfriend. And I was like, oh, I am not ready for that.
Oh, that's so cute.
I was like, I am 9 years old. And then that poor kid, I just like never spoke to him again until we were like well into our teens.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because I was so terrified at the idea. And then, Yay, I did it. And then I started dating. Well, the first relationship I guess I had was a long one.
Yeah, you guys were together for quite a while.
2 years.
Yeah, which is a long time when you're as young as you guys were.
Yeah, it was the beginning of 7th grade to almost the beginning of 9th grade. We split up that summer.
Yeah.
And that one was honestly, all in all, that was a pretty decent experience.
Yeah, I liked him. I thought he was a nice guy.
He is. He still is. He's a very nice guy. And it was mostly just we were at different levels in our dating wants, and
yeah.
And we were also just stupid kids who, he wanted to be way more physical, and I was not ready for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a child, so
yep.
That just didn't quite work out. He ended up finding somebody who was more willing. Which,
oh my gosh, I almost said that, but I didn't know if I should say that.
Yeah, he did, and it's not like she doesn't know it.
Yeah, I still to this day don't.
That person happened to be my best friend at the time, so that was kind of a sour spot in the relationship. But
yeah,
whatever.
Not my best friend.
Yeah. Well, she was never the best of friends, anyways. But we'll talk about that in our next video. Whoopsie.
We sure will.
Yeah.
I forgot what the next video was. I just glanced at my paper. That smells so good. Holy crap.
What smells good?
What Salem's making. It smells so good.
What's he making?
It's just a Hot Pocket, but it smells really good.
Oh, yeah, those things are awesome. I like Hot Pockets. I think they're very underrated. Did I just do that right? Oh, no, I didn't. I was proud of myself for a second, and then I fell.
I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
You're supposed to hit that wall and bounce off.
Oh, okay. Any one of them or that specific one?
Either one of them.
Let's
Oh,
see.
where's the
Oh,
hole
yep.
now?
Any one of them.
But where's the hole?
Oh, shit. Except now what do I do?
Inch forward and see. Is it down here? Oh, it's down here. No. It's
Oh.
not. Oh wait, yes it is. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, there was. Like, we had a lot of fun though. Like, I think we would have been way better as just like best friends because we had a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
And you know, he didn't treat me bad or anything.
Right.
I was just too shy for his interest. Plus, okay, I'm gonna go here. He thought he was too good for me deep down. He
He
really
did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He super
And
did.
I mean, a lot of that came from the fact that he has super conservative upbringing.
Yeah.
And I
And
was
his
like a
parents
little
are not the greatest.
super judgy.
Yeah.
And I was like a little goth girl, and he was into me.
Yeah.
I mean, he was into me. It was obvious, you know, we were dating, but I think he was like kind of embarrassed by me because he was taught to be.
Yep, exactly. You were like the girl that he wanted to keep a secret.
Yeah, like he would have been fine being with me if nobody knew about it, kind of thing.
Exactly.
And like we clicked really well. Like I said, we could
I'm
have been
scared of
best
these
friends,
bugs. I wish that they weren't here.
But, yeah, they're super gross, and I'm not a fan, so I have to toilet really fast. So and like yeah, his family though like was so cold to me, and I never even did anything.
Was awful.
And then he ended up dating one of my friends later, and like she was like the cute little farm girl, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
I mean she's she's a lot more edgy than she came off, but
Yeah.
she gave off that cute little shy farm girl persona. So they liked her a lot more, but
Yeah.
that was fine. Like, you know, obviously I was way past that at that point, so
Right.
not a big deal. I'm actually really glad that they dated because then it gave us a chance to be like, you know, to become friends again.
Yeah, to
and
be
goof off
friends
with
and
him
not have to, yeah.
Yeah, and I still occasionally talk to him, not like.
I was gonna
often,
ask
but-
you if you know what's going on in his life and if you talk to him. Is he married or anything?
I don't know if he's married. I know he's in a relationship. He was married before, and they got a divorce.
Does he have kids?
No, he doesn't have any kids.
Okay.
But you know, I think he seems to be doing really well for himself, and you know, every time we chat, it's very pleasant. And, you know,
Yeah. I used
all
to see
good,
his
but-
sisters a lot because, I live right by them, and
yeah.
one of the kids, I don't know if like maybe that one of the sisters got divorced and moved back home, or if maybe she just worked and her kids got on and off the bus at Grandma and Grandpa's, but her kids
Oh, yeah.
would get on and off the bus for a little while back when the bus stop was right over there in front of,
Oh, okay.
but I obviously never saw him, I just saw his sister.
Yeah, he lives in like a different state now.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
Gonna, I'm not
Right,
gonna
yeah,
say
we're not gonna dox him. We're specifically not saying names of people here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But yeah, so there's that, and then once that ended, I mean, obviously, like we, you know, because it was a young relationship, we had like little times where we'd like break up on and off during those
Yeah,
couple
break
years.
up and make up,
I,
and yeah.
I dated, you know, the kid that lived on our street.
God, that kid sucked.
Yeah. He was fine. I never had like a big problem.
He was
with
a
him,
little
but-
punk.
Oh, he was a little punk, absolutely. But you know,
I mean,
he
you have to
was-
remember, I'm 8 years older than you, so he was a little punk.
Yeah, he was for sure, but he wasn't like a bad guy.
No, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just a little punk kid who definitely,
he was-
definitely liked to try to play you and your friends off of each other.
Oh, 100%. But we bought right.
But
into
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's true. You guys almost thrived off of that.
We really did. We had fun like passing them around. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh God, that sounds so bad.
It does. Almost don't even mean that metaphorically.
I know, it's so bad.
It's so bad. But yeah, I mean that was fun. He was a fun relationship.
Yeah,
You know,
I
just
mean-
that he was like that bad boy that we all. You know,
Exactly. He was like the guy
He was
that
pretty-
that comes one summer.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you know, he was pretty mild for being that guy. So
Yeah, I
it
guess
was-
that's
it was a good
true.
experience.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible. He was just a douchebag kid.
Oh yeah, he was what would be called a little shithead basically.
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, so that was a fun time.
Good.
And then after that, oh my god, after that, I went to prom in my freshman year with this guy. He was perfectly fine. I was just too shy for him. I couldn't like. I went to prom with him and I like didn't talk and like didn't dance and I was super lame because I was just horribly shy.
Yep.
So that didn't work out. And then I dated Jay. That's pretty much it. I mean, like, there were people who, you know how like in middle school, you'll be like, this person's my boyfriend, and you'll like kind of date them for like a week, but not actually talk to each other at all. And...
No, because I never dated in middle school.
Okay,
My
well,
first boyfriend was not until the summer before my freshman year.
I had a lot of like boyfriends that weren't actually boyfriends. We never actually spoke. It wasn't like
We did
anything
really bad.
in middle school. Yeah, we did do really, really bad. And you actually ended up beating me, even though I was doing better than you for the first few rounds. That's a hard course, though. I don't know what the next one is.
Okay, I'm going to end my video here, but we're going to keep talking about dating and relationships.
Okay.
So let me pause real quick to end, and then we'll come back and do a second video on dating and relationships.
Okay.
All right, hold on. All right, guys, we're going to end it here for now because it's been like over 20 minutes. But that was my sister's dating and relationships. So up next, I guess we'll talk about mine. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.